Men over 60, 3 essential vegetables for boosting energy, performance, and vitality. Health aura. Know it right. Live it light. What if the real reason you're feeling tired before noon, struggling with drive and not performing like you used to, has nothing to do with age? Imagine this. You're in your 60s, but you wake up feeling energized, focused, and confident, without relying on pills, strange supplements, or extreme routines. I've discovered something surprising. Your turnaround could begin with 3 simple vegetables. One boosts blood flow so well it's nicknamed nature's Viagra. Another helps support testosterone naturally. And the third fuels you like premium-grade energy, without crashes. Curious? You should be. Because it's not just what you eat, it's when and how you combine these foods that makes all the difference. Ready to feel powerful again? Gentlemen, if you're a man over 60 who's ready to reclaim your energy, strength, and confidence, this is your moment. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because every week I reveal powerful science-backed health strategies designed specifically for men like you. If this resonates, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me serve you better. Now let's start with the true engine behind male vitality: circulation. Without strong, steady blood flow, your energy fades, your performance drops, and your motivation disappears. Circulation isn't just about your heart. It fuels your brain, muscles, and yes, your confidence too. Imagine waking up every day feeling recharged, focused, and powerful. It all begins with restoring healthy blood flow. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change everything. 1. The forgotten root that reawakens a man's vitality. There's a quiet truth hiding in your kitchen drawer. A truth most men ignore, not because it doesn't work, but because it seems too simple to matter. It's not flashy, it doesn't come with a commercial, and it certainly isn't sold behind a pharmacy counter. But this humble vegetable has the power to switch your circulation back on like flipping a breaker, sending strength and vitality back through your entire body. The name? Beets. I know, it sounds too easy. But give me a moment to explain, because what I'm about to share with you has changed the lives of more men than any quick fix or miracle pill ever could. Years ago, a patient named Gerald sat across from me. He was 64, a retired builder, strong hands, sun-worn skin, voice like gravel. That day, though, he wasn't there to talk about his joints or cholesterol. He looked me in the eye, lowered his voice, and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. It's like the fire's gone out." I hear those words more often than you'd imagine. Men looking for answers, thinking the issue is testosterone, thinking they need a shot or some fast-acting solution. But more often than not, the root of the problem isn't hormonal. It's circulatory. Because without proper blood flow, everything, energy, strength, mental clarity, even desire, slows to a crawl. You feel tired, disconnected, weak. But here's the part that gives me hope every time. There's a natural way to reignite that flow, and it starts with something most men walk past in the grocery store. Beets are one of nature's richest sources of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is like WD-40 for your arteries. It relaxes and opens up blood vessels, letting blood surge freely to your heart, your muscles, even those vital areas that define your sense of manhood. Better circulation means better oxygen delivery. More energy, sharper thinking, easier movement. And yes, stronger, more reliable performance in the bedroom. I told Gerald all of this. He raised an eyebrow and chuckled. A vegetable? You're telling me a root is going to do what Viagra couldn't? I smiled and gave him a simple plan. Half a cup of cooked beets with lunch each day, or a small glass of beetroot juice in the morning. No drugs, no drastic changes. Just one small, consistent addition. When he came back 2 weeks later, I knew something had shifted the moment he walked in. He looked lighter, livelier, and when he sat down, he grinned and said, "Doc, I don't know what's in those things, but my wife told me to thank you." His story isn't rare. Clinical research backs it up. Beets improve stamina, lower blood pressure, and support vascular health, especially in aging men. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your life to feel the difference. You just need to make space on your plate for one simple, powerful vegetable. Roast them, boil them, juice them, add a little lemon or salt, and suddenly this earthy root becomes your secret weapon for reclaiming the man you remember. Because when your blood flows well, your whole life moves differently. Walking feels easier. Stairs don't leave you winded. Your grip is stronger, your mind sharper, your desire returns, not just to your body, but to your spirit. That's what this is really about. Not just better performance, but deeper presence. Not just stamina, but strength, clarity, and confidence. And all of it begins with one forgotten root. Beets. Simple, honest, transformational. 2. The hidden power of spinach. Nature's hormone, helper for men over 60. As we age, we're often told that feeling tired, unmotivated, or not quite ourselves is simply part of getting older. But what if the spark that once lit up your mornings and fueled your confidence hasn't disappeared? It's only been dimmed? At the core of your vitality, your drive, your calm strength is blood flow. But what fuels that system? What breathes life into your body and mind? The answer lies in your hormones, particularly testosterone. Not the synthetic kind. Not the kind that turns you into a muscle-obsessed caricature. I'm talking about your natural testosterone, the quiet force behind your energy, your focus, your mood, and that deep masculine edge that doesn't shout but stands steady. Most men don't realize that testosterone doesn't usually crash. It slips away, slowly, silently. You don't notice it at first. You just feel a little more tired in the morning, less enthusiastic about things you used to enjoy. Then one day, you catch your reflection and wonder where the fire went. That's where Martin's story begins. He was 68 when he walked into my office, still sharp, still witty, but something in his eyes had dulled. He sat down and said, "Doc, I'm not depressed. I just feel like I'm fading. I'm here, but my fire, it's gone." That kind of honesty takes real strength. And what Martin didn't know, what most men don't know, is that this fading often traces back to one quiet shift inside the body. The slow decline of natural testosterone. The good news? You don't need risky treatments or injections. Sometimes the answer is simpler, growing quietly in your fridge. Spinach. Yes, spinach. The leafy green you may have pushed aside as a kid could now be the ally your body has been waiting for. Spinach is rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps free up bound testosterone in your body. Bound testosterone can't be used, it's locked away. But magnesium helps unlock it, increasing your free testosterone. The kind that powers your energy, your clarity, and your confidence. And spinach offers more than just magnesium. It's also packed with folate, which supports nerve and blood health, and plant-based nitrates that help improve circulation. Vital for mental sharpness, heart health, and performance in every sense of the word. Even more impressively, spinach supports prostate health, which plays a crucial role in hormonal balance and sexual function. When I told Martin to start with just 1 cup of cooked spinach a day, add it to his eggs, a smoothie, or saute it with garlic and olive oil, he raised an eyebrow. "That's it?" he asked. "That's it," I nodded. "But do it every day." 3 weeks later, Martin returned. His eyes were brighter. His posture was stronger. "Doc," he said, smiling, "I've been walking more, sleeping better. I even caught myself flirting with my wife again. She's not sure what got into me, but I feel alive." That's the power of giving your body what it's been missing. Not a miracle, not a trend, just real, whole nourishment, the kind your body remembers. Because deep down, it never forgot what strength feels like. It was simply waiting for the right signal. And that signal can start with something as humble as spinach. We live in a world that tells men to expect less with age, to trade their fire for fatigue, their focus for frustration. But that doesn't have to be your story. Aging isn't the end. It's an invitation, a chance to return to the foundation of what made you feel like you. Clear, confident, energized, alive. So don't ignore the quiet power on your plate. Reclaim it. Use it with purpose. Because the fire within you isn't gone. It's waiting, ready to rise again. 3. The sweet potato secret. How one simple vegetable powers endless energy. After 60, imagine this. You wake up in the morning, and instead of feeling like you're dragging a heavy weight behind you, you feel light, strong, ready. Your body hums with steady energy that lasts, not just through breakfast, but through the afternoon, the evening, and beyond. What if I told you the key to that kind of vitality isn't found in a pill, a supplement, or a complicated diet, but in a humble vegetable you've probably walked past in the produce aisle 100 times? Let's talk about it. The sweet potato, nature's endurance engine. I want to share the story of Charles, a retired firefighter, 71 years old, with hands calloused from a lifetime of hard work and a spirit that refused to quit. But when he sat in my office, I saw something in his eyes. Fatigue. Not just physical tiredness, but a weariness that went deeper. He leaned in and said, "Doc, I'm not tired because I'm lazy. I'm tired because no matter what I try, I can't get my energy back." Does that sound familiar? For so many men over 60, this is the reality. You try to eat right, you stay active, you even cut back on portions, but by mid-afternoon, you're running on empty. The spark that once fueled your strength, your drive, your connection to those you love, it feels dimmer. But here's the truth. It's not just age. It's not that your body has given up. It's how your body is processing the fuel you give it. After 60, your ability to regulate blood sugar begins to shift. Those tiny imbalances that didn't matter before, now they can mean the difference between a clear mind or brain fog, steady stamina or sudden fatigue, balanced mood or irritability. And while we hear so much about cutting carbs or slashing calories, what your body is really craving is the right kind of fuel. Clean-burning, long-lasting, reliable energy. This is where the sweet potato comes in. Sweet potatoes are unlike most carbs. They're low on the glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly and steadily. No sharp spikes, no dramatic crashes. Just smooth, dependable power your body can use all day long. And they're rich in potassium, more per serving than a banana. That's vital for keeping your muscles working, your heart beating steadily, and your body's fluid levels balanced. But it doesn't stop there. Sweet potatoes are packed with fiber, vitamin A, manganese, and powerful antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage. They're not just food, they're nourishment for your body and mind. When I suggested sweet potatoes to Charles, he hesitated. "Aren't carbs the problem?" he asked. But here's what I told him, and what he'll tell you now. Your body doesn't need fewer calories. It needs better fuel. Sweet potatoes provide that fuel. I advised him to keep it simple. A small roasted sweet potato with a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of sea salt at lunch or dinner. No fancy recipes, no complicated rules. Just real food, prepared with care. 2 weeks later, Charles walked back into my office with a new light in his eyes. "I don't nap anymore," he said with a smile. "I'm fixing things around the house again. My wife keeps looking at me like I'm a new man." And that's what happens when you give your body what it truly needs. Sweet potatoes feed your muscles, fuel your brain, and support the balance your hormones need to keep you feeling strong, focused, and alive. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just eat less. Eat smarter. Add sweet potatoes to your meals and feel the difference for yourself. Let your food become the foundation for the energy, stamina, and vitality you deserve at any age. Because you're not running on empty. You've just been missing the right kind of fuel. And now, you know where to find it. The Vegetable Protocol, a daily rhythm to restore energy, vitality, and confidence. For many men over 60, feeling drained, foggy, and past their prime becomes the norm. They may not say it out loud, but deep down, they're wondering, is this really how the rest of my life is supposed to feel? The answer is no, and it starts with a remarkably simple shift. Not a miracle pill or some restrictive fad diet, but 3 humble vegetables used in the right way at the right time. Beets, spinach, sweet potatoes. Individually, they're nutritious, but together, in a specific rhythm that aligns with your body's natural cycles, they form something far more powerful. A daily system I call the Vegetable Protocol. This is not about dieting. It's not about giving up the foods you love. It's about learning how to build your plate with intention, restoring circulation, hormonal balance, and stamina in a way that supports lasting energy, sharper mental clarity, and deeper confidence. Let's break it down. Morning. Turn on the power grid with beets. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. That's why the protocol begins with beets, either a small glass of beetroot juice or half a cup of cooked beets. This isn't just about vitamins. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps open up blood vessels and improve circulation. Think of it like flipping on the power switch inside your body. Blood flows more freely, oxygen reaches your muscles and brain more efficiently, and you may notice a gentle but unmistakable lift, like your body waking up from the inside out. Many of my clients describe this moment as feeling switched on again. Over time, this leads to improved stamina, better cardiovascular health, and even support for erectile function, all through the power of nature's most underrated root. Midday. Rebuild hormonal foundations with spinach. As the day progresses, your body shifts gears. Now it's time to feed the systems that regulate your mood, drive, and hormonal balance. This is where spinach enters the picture. At lunch, add a full cup of cooked spinach to your meal. You can sauté it with garlic, fold it into an omelet, or even blend it into a smoothie if that suits your routine. Spinach is rich in magnesium and plant-based compounds that help support testosterone production and regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that tends to rise with age. This isn't a jolt of fake energy. It's the foundation of real, lasting vitality. Over time, men notice better mood stability, improved focus, and even rekindled motivation for physical activity or intimacy. It's not magic, it's consistency. Evening, sustain and restore with sweet potatoes. By evening, your body needs steady, restorative fuel. Not sugar spikes, not heavy meals that weigh you down. That's why we turn to sweet potatoes. With dinner, include half a roasted sweet potato. Its complex carbohydrates help replenish glycogen stores and provide steady blood sugar levels through the night. That means fewer crashes, better sleep, and a smoother start the next morning. Sweet potatoes also contain antioxidants and beta-carotene, which support cellular repair and long-term energy production. This simple habit can help reduce those frustrating nights of restless sleep or waking up feeling like you didn't rest at all. Why this works? Rhythm over restriction. The secret of the vegetable protocol isn't just in the vegetables. It's in the rhythm. By aligning the right foods with the natural flow of your body's needs across the day, you create momentum. Morning circulation, midday hormonal support, evening restoration. Each vegetable supports the next. It's like tuning up an old engine, not with new parts, but by using the right fuel at the right time. Over days and weeks, your body remembers how to perform, how to feel steady, strong, awake. Most importantly, this protocol fits into your life. No counting, no extremes. Just a purposeful way to eat that can restore something many men thought they'd lost. A sense of power, clarity, and quiet confidence in their own skin. And it all begins with the next plate you build. You don't have to wait months to feel something. Most men notice a shift in just 7 days. A lighter step, a clearer mind, a little more spark behind their eyes. And the beauty of it is, the longer you keep going, the stronger it gets. This is about momentum, about food that works with you, not against you. I've had men in their 70s tell me they're hiking again, gardening again, saying yes to intimacy when they used to say no. Not because they're chasing youth, but because they're claiming strength. A quiet, grounded strength that begins to rise when you finally give your body the care it deserves. The vegetable protocol isn't about going backward. It's about moving forward with purpose and clarity. And the best part? It's yours to begin today. No prescription, no waiting, just real food and a choice to begin. But as powerful as this daily rhythm is, there's still one last piece I want to share. Because food is just the starting point. If you're looking for lasting change, deep, meaningful transformation, there's something else you need. And it's not in your fridge, not in your pantry. Once you understand this one thing, everything else starts to fall into place. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've sat across from thousands of men, strong men, proud men, who've looked me in the eye and said the same thing, each in their own way. I don't feel like myself anymore. Sometimes it was exhaustion. Sometimes it was desire that quietly faded. Sometimes it was just a dull ache, like something inside had dimmed and refused to come back on. And every time, I told them the same thing. You are not broken. You are not finished. Your body still remembers how to feel alive. You just have to give it the right tools. That's why we talked about these 3 vegetables. Not because they're trendy, not because they're some rare superfood from across the world, but because they work. Beets to restore blood flow and bring energy back to your system. Spinach to support your hormones and reignite your inner fire. Sweet potatoes to keep you fueled, balanced, steady throughout the day. Then we brought them together into something simple, sustainable, natural. The vegetable protocol. Morning, noon, night. Food that supports your strength, not drains it. This is not about a diet. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about building a rhythm, a natural, nourishing rhythm that moves with your body, not against it. It's about finally giving yourself permission to heal. Not just from tiredness, but from that quiet, creeping discouragement that tells you decline is your destiny. I've watched what happens when men commit to this. I've seen their eyes light up again. I've seen their posture shift. I've heard the stories, walking pain-free, reconnecting with their partners, standing in front of the mirror and seeing something they hadn't seen in a long time. Hope. You don't need to chase youth. You don't need to be who you were at 25. But you can feel strong again, clear again, alive again. That man you remember, he's still there. He's just been waiting for you to come back to him. And it starts so small. A cup of spinach, half a sweet potato, a glass of beet juice. Each one is a quiet vote for the man you still are, and the man you're becoming. And if no one's told you this lately, let me be the one to say it. You're not too old to change. You're just getting started. Let's walk this path together. One plate, one step, one grounded, powerful day at a time. If this message spoke to something inside you, if it reminded you of who you are and what you're capable of, like this video, follow this page and share it with another man who might need to hear it today. Because your strength matters. And this journey, you don't have to walk it alone.